like to reiterate to students is there are unintended consequences.
Today at 5, recent incidents involving replica guns found on North Idaho school grounds. We'll hear from school safety officers tonight.
Sunny and near 80 degrees tomorrow, but as we head into the weekend, we have the chance of rain returning to the forecast.
We have needed a plan for years, and now we have one.
Today, Spokane Mayor Lisa Brown announced a new comprehensive homeless strategy. What it calls for, new tonight. Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 5 tonight. I'm Mark Hanrahan. Coeur d'Alene School District is urging, and police rather, are urging families to talk with their kids after students brought replica guns to school. KREM 2 Shannon Mouty sat down with a district security expert about why they take fake weapons so seriously. Shannon?
Well, the district has a zero tolerance policy for weapons on campus, real or not, and they are reiterating that message to families and students after 2 separate incidents within the last week. Coeur d'Alene School District is urging families to take 2 scary situations as learning opportunities.
There are unintended consequences. We would hate for a student to make a poor decision and bring a replica weapon and then have a response from law enforcement or the police that causes serious injury or death to that student.
A 10-year-old Nexa Elementary student now faces a criminal charge for making threats on school property. A district letter to parents says he threatened to shoot up the school Wednesday. Staff found a pellet gun in his backpack. Last Friday, Coeur d'Alene High School went on a brief safety hold when someone called police to report a student with a gun. Turns out they were playing a game with a water gun. Safety and Security Coordinator Thomas Gandy says under school policy, that doesn't matter.
In this day and age with the climate for schools the way it is, that's just something that we have to take a zero tolerance policy towards.
The district forbids weapons of any kind and asks parents to remind kids not to bring anything on campus that could even be mistaken for a gun. Because mistakes, he says, could have serious consequences.
Law enforcement gets bulletins all the time for real weapons that are made to look like they're not real weapons. So we are also very concerned about the opposite being true, which is somebody bringing a weapon on campus that's disguised to not be a weapon.
They're also reminding students and their families to report anything suspicious.
That's one of the things we always want to reiterate. We have a see something, say something culture.
In both cases, students and witnesses reported the perceived threat. Now, to emphasize how serious this no weapons policy is, the district says that if students even want to, say, perform a play where they have a replica weapon, they have to get authorization first. Shannon Mouty, KREM 2 News.
All right, Shannon, thank you very much. Let's take a pause in the headlines and talk weather right now with Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Legoo. He's in the Outdoor Weather Center, soaking up the sunshine and got the shades on too. Jeremy?
Oh man, Mark, life is good. You know, past few times I've been out here when it's been cold and wet or rainy and windy, life hasn't been that great. No, life has just been great the whole time. Being outside in that while dressed for work wasn't great. You can always dress for the weather and life is always great. Cool. Glad we got those out of the way. 71 degrees is where we currently sit and it's nothing but sunshine, so much so I just the sunglasses just so I could look cool. No, I mean block the sunshine. 71 here in Coeur d'Alene, 74 in Ritzville, mid-70s in Lewiston, and near 80 degrees in Othello. It is a warm one out there everywhere, and tomorrow we're even warmer. We're approaching 80 just about everywhere. Whether we hit 80 degrees or not, I don't really care, if I'm honest. What matters is that we are going to spend much more of our day in the 70s. We are going to spend a vast majority of our afternoon in the 70s, so it's going to feel much warmer. And it might start to be at the point where it gets too warm. Let's talk what happens though, because eventually we say goodbye to the sunshine and heat. We have a band of showers moving in. Those will hit middle of the day on Saturday. And as they move through, we also have a chance of rain Sunday morning. But that rain Sunday morning arrives before Bloomsday and leaves before Bloomsday. So I think we don't really have to contend with it. Instead, it's just a couple of scattered showers and wet roads to start. Mark?
All right, sounds good, Jeremy. Thank you very much. Today, Spokane Mayor Lisa Brown unveiled a comprehensive homelessness strategy designed to tackle the complex root causes of homelessness and housing instability across the city. KREM 2's Regan Gallo walks us through what the mayor's plan includes.
Well, this new comprehensive plan consists of a 3-ordinance approach, and those ordinances address homelessness prevention, inclement weather, as well as it streamlines citywide policy.
Mayor Brown and her team shared that this plan has been in development for some time.
We have needed a plan for years, and now we have one. It's called Home Starts Here.
This new plan comes after Spokane's Proposition 1 was overturned. That prohibited camping within 1,000 feet of sensitive locations. Now, the city tells KREM 2 they decided to broaden the plan to address those recent changes.
Over the past year, my administration has been focused on identifying root causes, identifying the gaps in our current system.
Ordinance 1 aligns all city departments on plans to help people with housing insecurity and homeless prevention. Ordinance 2 changes the requirements for when the city activates inclement weather sheltering and will give the city more flexibility for shelter siting. Ordinance 3, engagement and enforcement, which is now expanded citywide.
And we are listening to neighbors' concerns about the impacts of homelessness and announcing a citywide ordinance that addresses unauthorized camping and protects access to public property.
The ordinance also sets clear guidelines for law enforcement dealing with unauthorized camping.
Mayor Brown said the key goals for these ordinances will be 1, reducing those who are housing cost burden, 2, growing median household incomes, 3, adding new housing units for all income levels, 4, growing home ownership rates, and 5, increasing access to health care. I'm reporting in downtown Spokane, Regan Gallo, KREM 2 News.
They should push each other towards what I'm hoping is a grocery yard.
Still ahead with Bloomsday right around the corner, officials have announced the elite athletes preparing to race this weekend. Find out who you might see when we come back.
Well, it's springtime, so we have everything from Bloomsday to the KREM Cares diaper drive. It started just hours ago, and we need your help. I'll have more coming up.